For the past 3 months, I've been doing a lot of PvM, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. We've done everything from low to medium and high level PvM. We've completed 7 collection logs and gotten really close to a few others. I've learned how to do Vorago, Solak, Raksha, Kalphite King, Yakamaru, and relearned Rise of the Six. We've gotten countless drops, a bunch of upgrades, and a ton of PvM experience. And since then, I've been keeping a loot tab on most of the drops from these bosses. I did have to sell a few things for money for supplies, like the greater ricochets we got from Raksha. Which, by the way, when I got them, they were 600 mil each, and now they're up to 1.3 bill each, so we kind of lost a bit of money there. And at this point, we have yet to get a drop from Solak, Vorago, or a Fang from Araxxor, which is kind of unlucky. But even without these, there's a really good amount of money in this loot tab, and it is by far the biggest loot tab I've ever had in this account. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at how much money we made in 300 hours of PvM. It is time to do something that I didn't want to do, but now I'm obligated to because the cash check is sitting at 3.4 mil and I'm out of supplies. So I'm gonna have to do this, and that is selling the loot tab. So this is the loot tab right here. It has a lot of things in here. Pretty much every collection we've completed since we started this series is in here, along with some regular loot. Just random spider legs, all the barrows loot, everything is in here. So we're gonna have to sell this, and we're gonna do a quick price check first. The only things on here that I'm not gonna sell are the barrows loot, the Rise of the Six loot, and the sigils from Corp. The shields, elixirs, and sigils from Corp. Oh, and the drought from Revenants as well. Everything from here all the way up to here, anything that is tradable is going to be sold. So let's see how much money we have in here. Starting off with this first inventory, we have all of the barrows items and the Rise of the Six stuff. So let's see how much this is. 384.4 mil. Okay, most of that is coming from the energies that we're gonna lose to the pets anyway, but we still have some decent loot from barrows. These Forsaken amulets are 38 mil each. Second inventory is gonna be quite a bit more since we have all the draggers in here. We also have the loot from Gregorovich and fleeting boots from Raksha, laceration boots. So let's dump this in here. How much is this? 966 mil in a single inventory. Okay, so let's add that to the total and go to the next inventory. In inventory number 3, we have drops from the King of Black Dragon, which are pretty much worthless. We have some Armadyl pieces, which are worth a little bit. We got some Sarah and just some random regular loot. Let's dump this in here, and this is 286.8 mil. In inventory number 4, we have just regular loot from Raksha, Kalphite King, and other random bosses. So let's dump this one in here. 395 mil. This is actually more expensive than the other ones. Of course, we do have 71 mil worth of onyx dust, so that probably helps. On the next inventory, we have a bunch of herbs, and these is probably gonna get carried by the onyx bolts and the psionic scales. So let's just drop everything in here. 404 mil. Oh my god, how much money do I have in here? 96 mil from the onyx bolts, 69 mil from the psionic scales, 72 mil from grimy dwarfweed. Okay, that's probably not exactly right, but 60 mil from black dragonhide. Okay, the regular loot is actually really good. And for the final inventory, we have a bunch of stone spirit and just regular rare drop table drops and 3 spider legs. So let's see what this adds up to. 460 mil. So yeah, it's just like 370 from the spider legs, and the rest is just not worth a lot, is it? Okay, I got 10 mil from Bainite and 14 mil from Light Animica. Why is this 14 mil and this 3 mil? I don't get it. Hopefully it'll sell for more though. So the total loot adds up to about 2.9 bill. So subtract the 400 mil we have in barrows items that we're not selling, and you get about 2.5 bill. I am gonna have to slow sell all of these, so I'm gonna have to be patient to get as much money as I can. But once I do, I will just show you how much money I sold everything for. So let's get started. Spider legs ended up selling a little bit over mid. I don't remember exactly what mid was, but we sold all of them for 432 mil. If I just go here, so about 6 mil over mid each. We're already at 900 mil. From Elite Dungeons 1, just from the random rewards you get from killing the monsters. And to make these tradable, we need to buy 2 serious fangs for 5,000 chimes each. We have more than enough for that. And then I guess we combine them. And there it is, the Mr. Yari. We get 1 and we get 2. And how much are these? 7 mil. So that's an extra 14 mil. Maybe more if I can sell them for higher. We sold everything in the bank. We just have to claim everything in here. Oh my god. Okay. I've never had this amount of money in my life. This is the first time I've ever had max cash tag, and we are 454 mil over that. We're going to be spending it on the next episode of the Road to Golden Reaper series, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video. And this is what we are going to keep in the loot tab. We still have a top and middle from Araxxor. We need a bottom to get another leg. We have 2 webs, which I have no clue what I'm going to do with them. Probably make them into Nuxbows whenever I want to get biting, so I can disassemble the Nuxbow. We got pheromones, which I use to reset Araxxor and Rage, so I'm not going to sell those. We got the loot from Corp. We have this Divert Ability Codex. We have the loot from Chaos Elemental and what do you call them? Revenants. And we have the Barrows loot for Rise of the Six and regular. So that's staying in there. That is about 400 mil. And we also have, let's see, over here we have a bunch of runes that we got as drops. We have 145k Mind Runes, 177k Chaos Runes. Those are mostly from Chaos Elemental and Barrows. We have 43k Death and Blood Runes, as well as 13k Soul Runes from Raksha. So those are going to stay in there, no reason to sell them. I'm going to be using them and maybe build up a big loot tab for runes. But as for the Divert Codex, I could sell it. It's about 36 mil, if not exactly. But might as well just unlock it. Like, I don't need the money right now. I'm going to have to get this ability eventually. And let's do that. There are a few things in my bank that I just don't sell, which are drops from PvM, so we're going to price check those as well. And there's a reason why I don't sell each of these, so I'll go over that in a second. Let's do the price check first, and that comes out to 194 mil. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Now, the runes I keep because they add up pretty quickly and the really high numbers look really cool, and the other ones you just use throughout PvM. Magic Logs I use to train fire making on my AFK time. The Water Elements I use to train summoning through Geyser Titans. The Leechy Seed I just use for farming. The Uncut Onyx, of course, for my deaths, and they are boosting the price check a lot with 35 mil. The Raw Shark I use for random cooking tasks, and finally the Dragon Bones I keep because I plan on using them eventually, because the only pets I'm missing for Master of All are Prayer and Agility, so I do plan on using those eventually. Now, you should take into account that this tab is mainly from low level PvM like God Warriors, King Black Dragon, Corp, and things like that. So if you're a beginner or a new or returning player and you're looking to get into PvM, I hope this video inspires you and shows you that you don't need to be killing Telos or AOD all day in order to make money. And I do plan on keeping the momentum since we are nowhere near the Golden Reaper title, and that is the end goal. So if you want to watch that series, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can also click on screen now for a random video that YouTube will select for you and my Road to Golden Reaper playlist, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!